Imagine you're stuck in a Category 5 hurricane. The power is out, the streets are now rivers, and the water is rising inside your house. Now, add a pack of hungry bull sharks and a very pregnant protagonist trapped in a submerged car. Welcome to Thrash, the new survival thriller that just dropped on Netflix today. And honestly, it's exactly the kind of beautiful, chaotic mess we've been waiting for from the director of Violent Night and Dead. Snow. This movie doesn't waste a single second. It's 80 minutes of pure, shark-infested adrenaline. But is it actually a good movie? Or just another so-but-it's-good creature feature? Let's dive in. The story takes us to a small coastal town in South Carolina. While most people had the sense to evacuate, our main characters didn't. We follow three separate groups, fighting for their lives. First, there's Lisa, played by Phoebe Dynevor. She's heavily pregnant and gets trapped in her car on a flooded interstate right. Next to get this, a ruptured meat truck. Yeah, the writers literally rang the dinner bell for the sharks. Then we have Dakota, an agoraphobe played by Whitney Peak, whose only lifeline is her shark expert uncle. Dale, played by the legendary Djimon Hounsou. And finally, there's the Olsen siblings. Three foster kids stuck in a house with a foster father who is, quite frankly, a total villain. As the levees break and the town floods, it's not just the water they have to worry about. The storm surge has brought in a pack of bull sharks, and they are hungry. What makes Thrash work despite some questionable CGI is its sheer confidence in its own absurdity. There's a scene where a character is trapped in a car as the water levels rise from the inside, and you can feel the claustrophobia. But the real MVP of this movie might be the Olsen siblings. Their storyline feels like a twisted version of Home Alone, but with sharks instead of burglars. Watching these kids use their limited knowledge to fight off predators, while dealing with their terrible foster dad, adds a layer of human versus human tension that actually works. Director Tommy Wirkola knows how to craft a kill. There's one specific shark attack in the middle of the film that had me hitting the rewind button. It's brutal, creative, and reminds you that even though this is a Netflix original, it isn't pulling its punches. If you haven't seen the ending yet, skip ahead 30 seconds. The climax is where things get truly wild. Lisa actually goes into labor while the building she's in is collapsing into shark-infested waters, giving birth in a pool of blood while a great white named Nancy is circling. That is a level of stress I wasn't prepared for. Dale arrives just in time to play the hero, using his marine gear to drive the sharks away. But the final shot is what everyone is talking about, just when they think they're safe. If you're a fan of high-stakes disaster thrillers like Crawl or The Shallows, you're going to want to stick around, because the science behind this movie is actually more terrifying than the sharks. We see a massive shark being eaten by something even bigger. The storm isn't over, and the movie clearly leaves the door open for a sequel. Is Netflix building a sharkverse? It certainly looks like it. So, is Thrash worth your Friday night? If you liked Crawl or The Shallows, the answer is a resounding yes. It's short, it's tense, and it doesn't try to be more than what it is, a pulpy survival thriller. The characters are a bit paper thin, and the dialogue can be cheesy, but the pacing is so fast you won't care. I'm giving Thrash a solid 7 out of 10 for pure entertainment value. Did that ending make sense to you, or was it a bit too convenient? And who is your favorite character? Let me know in the comments below. I'm replying to the best theories on what that bigger shark at the end could be. Now, we have to talk about the shark in the room. While bull sharks can live in freshwater and are known for being aggressive, the way they navigate a flooded interstate in this movie is, well, let's just say it's more fast and furious than National Geographic. But here's the scary part. As sea levels rise and storms get stronger, this storm surge predator trope isn't entirely impossible. It's what makes movies like Thrash and Crawl stick in your head. It takes a real natural disaster and adds a that feels just plausible enough to make you double-check your basement during a rainstorm early. Reviews for Thrash are already dividing the internet, especially with a runtime under 90 minutes. They're pointing out that Phoebe Dynevor and Djimon Hounsou are overqualified for a script this thin. In a world of 3-hour-long blockbusters, a lean, mean, 86-minute shark flick is exactly what we need on a Friday night. Sometimes you don't need a deep backstory for why the foster dad is evil or why the see if the pregnant lady makes it out of the car. It's pure popcorn cinema.